All right, welcome to Jack Dodson's Racing Insider News this week. Let's thank our marketing partners here. I thank GAC, Great American Company, Papa John's for always providing pizza every week. We never get tired of pizza, Jack. I mean, never. Uh, Slinger Speed Company, the official T-shirt.
The official apparel company
Yeah.
of Jack Dodson's Racing Insider News.
We signed a licensing agreement.
Yeah, we signed the agreement. The agreement is signed.
Bonner's Brothers Distillery. I think those guys. One day Jack's gonna go get us some product, and we'll do some shots here.
Yeah,
You're gonna want to tune in for that. It's gonna be a good time.
You're right.
We'll have to put out something.
MPM Marketing with Tanya McAllister. Thank Tanya for helping us with our sponsorship giveaway this past year for this coming year. Let's see, Pepsi. It's mine and Jack's drink of choice. Mosquito Joe's. Get 50% off on your first month of service. It's mentioned the Jack Dodson show. It's on this side of the water, not Chesapeake, Norfolk, Virginia Beach, but everywhere up through Richmond.
what's the guy's name runs the place?
Robert.
Yeah.
Mosquito Joe. That's the name.
Yeah.
It's Mosquito Joe, Mr. Mosquito.
Okay.
Southampton Motor Speedway. Gator Graphics. I think Mean Dean Automotive with Greer and Associates in there, and
Moyock.
he can only say that one way.
Well,
he can't say Moyock. Moyock.
That's right.
It's like he's
At least I'm getting it.
split it up into half.
At least I'm getting it right. That's the thing that matters.
right. He's got it. He knows he can say it right like that, but he can't do it. RDS Performance. RDS has been busy. I ain't seen a post on here lately.
No, he's must have been busy.
Really busy.
Yeah.
And hold it, we got a bulletin.
Uh-oh.
We got a bulletin. The night I bring the shots, we're getting barbecue too.
Oh shit! Jack will be going. He'll be going out there this weekend.
Matter of fact, we'll see you Tuesday night, right, Eddie?
You got to get an extra bottle for Eddie.
Yeah.
I don't know what. Did I get a bottle last time? I can't even remember. I know didn't we get a
We got like 4 or 5 last time.
Papa John's with your online orders, use Dodson 25 and get 25% off on your Papa John's order. Speaking of Fast Eddie's barbecue goes good with a shot, Jack.
Yeah, the other night I was watching Croker Ace on TV, and when I did Fast Eddie's barbecue, and that his was the fastest chicken in the South, I was thinking that'd be perfect for Eddie too.
He may be the fastest chicken. He ain't the fastest barbecue.
S&M Communications, I think those guys are coming on board last year.
Hey, is Brian Morehouse still alive?
I haven't seen him alive.
I haven't seen him in God knows when, and he hasn't even contacted us. It's okay.
Airlock and Factory Canopies. This guy's been with us for a long time now. Todd Davis, supposedly I sent him the address, so we should be getting some chairs soon for our sponsorship. And talking about sponsorship, Miles of Seamless Gutter put up the money this year as he did last year. Can't thank those guys enough. I mean, everybody, please go like their Facebook page. I'll give them a review. Can't thank those guys enough. I don't know of any other sponsor that is dumb enough or smart enough to allow us to give their money away.
Hand it to him.
And allowed you to make the deal for next month. You didn't put everybody that worked there in the shop. They didn't want to.
I don't know why. They knew. They just forgot. And last but not least, man, Langley Speedway, 75 years. And Bill, Chuck, and Terry and those people have allowed us to make this our home as a show. And, man, can't thank those guys enough. And it really has been a great fit, right? Have we had any problems getting people to come to the shows?
Oh, no. Since we come here, no, they don't have a
Before
problem.
they're like, where are you at?
No, I ain't coming all the way to Virginia Beach. That ain't happening.
Yeah, right. I mean, even if they were in testing, the racetrack. Oh, yeah. Oh, where you at? Oh, the racetrack. Oh, yeah. You don't have to tell them where you're at. how to get here, they
Now,
know.
now there is a couple of them don't know how to get through the gate down there.
Well,
They get lost
Yeah.
once they get here.
you ain't gonna call no names.
Well, I was going to, but I won't now.
With that, man, what about this ARCA race, man? I mean,
Ooh, man.
Butterbean, did I mean, look, and we all had the conversation with Butterbean when he was here and having to make a decision of what to do. And he kept saying that 28 car is fast. I can win. I feel like I can win right out of the gate. And man, what has he done?
Almost,
A first
Almost
and a
cleaned
second.
house.
I mean, almost.
2 corners away from cleaning house.
I thought he was going to do it. I wasn't crazy over it. I thought it was over. I'm like, God damn, this bitch has done one back to back.
2 completely different tracks.
Yeah.
Just, I mean,
Well, that last caution,
Well,
I knew something was going to happen after that last caution.
the last one or the one next to the last one where they had
yes.
with only one flag, which he cleared that one, which I thought they were going 3 wide, but I forgot who was it that put them 3 wide. I'm like, oh, this ain't going to end well. And then he ended up coming away with the lead coming out of 1 and 2, and I'm like, well, but I agree with it. Now I will say, now look, we're what's up, Robert? What's up, Donovan Brown? Sonny. Butterbean's our buddy, right? We all love him. We think the world of him. We're fans, right?
Oh yeah.
Now, unless it looks different, the little get together between the two, I think that was somewhat racing.
I do too.
But was I pulling for about 100%?
Oh yeah.
And I thought he had it, but I agree. And this is where experience comes in. And I'm surprised Butterbean, although this is his first time there, and the first time making laps there because it rained was lap 1 of the race.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's crazy. Of course, that car won the race when I went in November with Zillage. Like Butterbean said, he should have hung back a little bit instead of clearing him. He should have hung back where they both went in the corner, and he could have rode him up a little bit or run him up the track some and come away with it. But man, if he was sitting here and we'd have said, hey, if you could win one and finish second in the first 2 races of the season, he'd have killed for that.
That's exactly right.
But now you're here and you're like, God damn, you gotta feel like he can win every damn race. He's gotta be like a favorite to win.
He's got to be pretty fired up to get to the next race.
So it'll be interesting to see how things go.
Daytona wasn't no fluke, man.
But Brent Cruz got the win.
Which they had a little history. You've seen a little video of his. Well,
Yeah.
ask him about Martin's, ask him about Langley Speedway at the car store.
Yeah, they brought up Langley.
But Brent Cruz got the win. Another one of Joe Gibbs' cars knocked somebody out of the way to go and get the win.
I'm starting to see a trend here.
I'm not going. I'm not
Toyota and Chevrolet.
I'm not going to say anything else. But in the Xfinity race, the damn Joe Gibbs car knocked another one out of the way for a win.
That's 2. What about the third one, Jack?
And the third one, Steve Bell got the win. That's unbelievable.
Man, 3 in a row.
3 in a row to start the season here. Well, 3 out of 4. But gosh knows.
I mean, is that team doing something different than the other guys that don't know yet?
I don't know.
Scared yet?
I don't.
He is lights out faster than the rest of them.
I don't know, but I can't get Chris Sherwood on the phone. Okay, I can't get him on the phone. So there must be some stuff going on that they ain't gonna talk to nobody about nothing.
Well, we know that Joe Gibbs is a very secretive place, right?
Oh yeah.
People do not talk unless they get mad, get left. And if you do leave and you do start sharing some secrets, will be a lawsuit. We know that.
Yeah.
We've seen it. And wasn't there one just the last year, or year before last? There was something.
Year before last, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, one of many.
He was selling the setup stuff.
Yeah, that was last year.
What was last year?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think that might have come through Kyle Busch, maybe. And going over to RCR. Well, I heard it was going to RCR.
I don't hear much of it these days, though.
No, it's died out now.
But it's good to see. When you talk about Kyle Busch, it's good to see him running well. I mean, they're.
I've never pulled for Kyle Busch. Never have.
Me neither.
But I would love to see that son gonna win a race.
I don't know what he's done to us, but man.
Yeah, I think everybody would. Like, when he was in his heyday and he was an ass, nobody wanted to see him win.
Well, he may still be that.
Not as bad. I think he has a different perspective now that now he's got Braxton.
He's got a filter.
But I would like to see him be competitive, and so far they have this year.
All right, over at Hickory Motor Speedway, the Carolina Pro Late Models, Jade Atavizian got the win again. Another win for her.
Speaking of on fire.
Yeah, she's on fire too. In the late model race, Michael Bumgardner got the win, and William Allred got the other win. Over at Anderson Speedway, Luke Baldwin got the Smart Tour win over there. And then at the same time, he's going to be driving for ThorSport in the truck series for some races this year. I understand our buddy Connor Jones has been kicked to the curb a little bit.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything else about that since last week.
They kept it quiet. They're keeping it quiet. They don't say a whole lot about it. In a few minutes, we're going to have Lynn O'Neill on here, and he's going to talk about the opening of Southside Speedway, which was announced today.
You're going to hear it from the horse's mouth, right?
Yep, we got the main man coming on the show tonight. Here at Langley Speedway, we got a new competition director here this
Didn't see that
year.
coming.
New?
Huh?
New? Is he new?
Recycled.
Recycles the better.
I wasn't going to get all that. He's not the same one that was here last year. Let's put it that way.
But he's been here before.
Yeah, but he's
been here before, and you know, I don't know what happened behind the scenes or what have you. We love both of the guys, but glad to see one of those guys here. I like Justin. I think Justin's going to do a great job.
Yep.
And look forward to seeing him back at the racetrack.
Yep, I am too. All right, then Tommy Spencer announced that Scott Conrad is going to drive his modified this year. Now, I don't know nothing about Scott Conrad.
Me either.
So we'll
I've
find
seen
out.
that.
And Burt Myers has another cup ride.
Oh yeah,
He's going to be racing in Martinsville in the Xfinity car. Cup car.
Same car that he drove.
Yeah, same one he had before. All right.
Is that just the first race?
This first race.
Okay.
First race.
Are you gonna get goofy eyed over that?
Oh, Bert?
Yeah.
No, I'm not really. I like Jason.
Yeah. Okay. Well, maybe Jason will be there.
Jason will probably be there, but out of the two, I like.
There's Larry Brickhouse.
Who? Who is Larry Brickhouse?
Larry Brickhouse? No.
Rodney.
Rodney Brickhouse. Damn. Rodney Brickhouse. And then,
I was like, who?
Larry used to build motors.
There's a lot of Brickhouses.
Old school late model guys know who Larry Brickhouse is. Larry used to own.
I only know Troy.
Not the muffler center. What was it? It was a muffler shop. They had two of them, and they used to build motors for Buddy Miles back in the day.
I always liked Rodney Brickhouse, but he don't want to come on our show, so I ain't even trying to get a hold of him no more. Damn it. You don't want to be here? Don't do it.
Move on with life.
That's right. All right, let's go ahead and get you got to do your thing over there, buddy.
See, I almost did it. All right, let's see let's do.
Hello, this is Christine
and Stephanie
from Langley Speedway, and you are watching
the Jack Dodson Racing Insider News with Scott Allen and Adam Wellbrook.
How you doing, Adam Wellbrook?
Not the first time I've been called that. Definitely won't be the last.
All right, let's get Kevin on here.
What's up, Kevin?
How are you guys?
Good.
We're good. How you doing?
Doing well.
Doing good. Oh, I'm glad to hear it. So we're getting ready to start a new racing season. So tell us what we got going on for you this year.
We're going to make the first race here next week in Kingsport, and then I don't know how many we'll make there. Just have to see what the motor situation is right now. We've got one motor being rebuilt, but we'll have to have two to finish the season. So if they can get us another one back, we're going to try to do both of them. If not, we're going to run full-time at Newport. We went to Newport last year for the first race they had last year, and it was a badass place, and we fell in love with it. And we've won championships at Kingsport, Motor Mile, all that other stuff, and now we want one at Newport.
Well, you go down there with your Mod 4, you'll probably come away with winning the title. I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah. We went down we were bad fast. Heck, we were running times almost as quick as the late models, just a few tenths off of them, and it was pretty badass place.
So that's you're just going to run at those particular places, and don't have any idea of going anywhere else.
We may take a trip down the road here. Might try to get to Tri-County. We've had real bad luck there. The last 2 times we've went there. The first time I had a little boy with me, and he likes to get in the car, and the battery go dead. He turned the fan on while we watched. I didn't know it, so we get to make it for the race. We went last moment thing, and ended up wait to get back and do it all.
Wow, that's pretty good. That's well, if you're going to lose one, I guess that's the way to do it. That's where you can blame it on him.
Yeah. Sure.
So have you got any changes or anything going on this year? Got any new sponsors or anything?
Yeah, we picked up a Crossroads Farm Supply in Delhi. We're waiting to hear back from a couple others, but other than that, we've got our same ones that are riding with us. I believe they'll ride with us till the end.
Well, that's cool. I mean, that builds up. That builds up that they know what you're about, and it just kind of builds them up to go out to do a lot of publicity and stuff like that because you're out there and you're winning races.
Oh yeah, they love it.
Yeah. So are we predicting another 10, 15 win season, or what are we predicting?
Well, I'm hoping we're going. If we do both tracks, it's going to be 26 races. So I'm hoping for 26 wins.
Pretty easy math.
We're laughing about that, but that's a damn possibility with you driving.
I don't know if really people get the chance to even have that thought. Like, I mean, we all go in there like we're going to go in there and win them all. Reality is usually a little different. But Kevin's been on a damn roll.
Yeah, we came real close. It was either 2018 or 19 that we run 18 races and won 17 of them, and we lost the one because we had a motor go down and didn't get it back in time.
Wow.
Ain't it crazy, though, I heard when you said a minute ago that you're just a couple of tenths off the late models. It's crazy how some of these other cars, even like the class I ran, we go through the corner so much faster than some of those others, but they kill us down the straightaways. But it's just crazy that you're that fast, right?
Oh yeah, well it was wild down there. Like the first few practice laps I went out there, I wasn't lifting in 1 and 2, but during the race it changed to the opposite end. I was having to lift in 1 and 2, but not lifting 3 and 4. So,
when you said that, you're looking to win 26 this year, Scott was just open to win 1 for his career. So, so that's got to be, it's got to be nice to be able to have that kind of, I'm going to win 26.
That's the plan. We hope so.
So what's the big difference with going on at Kingsport now? You won so many races down there, they saying, look, go somewhere else, or what?
No, but the previous years they started adding weight and then making me start in the rear, which, I mean, hell, a lot of the times back when I first started racing, we'd start the rear every weekend just to gain extra national points. But, you get to where you win so many races and then everybody's saying stuff on Facebook and posting stuff. And, this is something I love to do. I've done it all my life with my grandpa and then my stepdad Rocky, and it kind of deters you on wanting to go do something at a place when they trash talk you. And then another mindset, it makes me just want to go do it even more.
Well, I promise I won't trash talk you anymore. I won't do that. But
yeah.
Hey, look, I got a bone to pick with you though. Really, I do.
Okay.
I see you're not wearing our shirt.
How much did he pay you to hold the plaque, wear the shirt, the hat? He had to have paid you something.
No, I did that for nothing.
Yeah, tell him that, because he thinks I just go around making people do stuff like that.
No, heck, that shirt gets wore about every week. My wife wears it more than I do.
I bet it looks better on her than you.
Oh yeah.
Look, if you ever see him, you can go ahead and punch him. I'm not going to say a word. You can do whatever you want to him.
I know when we seen Chris at the Cars Tour race the other week. I started to ask him how his wife and my kid was doing.
That wouldn't have been funny.
I always give him a hard time with that. I was like, I don't know how you got that woman of yours. She's way better looking than you are. She's out your league.
How many total wins do you have at Kingsport?
Uh,
Or can you keep up with them?
Dakota, how many have at Kingsport?
At Kingsport, 100 maybe?
I'd say at least 100.
130.
I'm at 136 total.
Jeez. Wow. So, you know, you and Crest need to get together and get a late model so y'all can go out there and race against each other, because y'all two are the biggest winners down there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. Between the two, we put quite a few on the board.
You ain't kidding. I thought Crest was doing something. You doing better than that. So that's cool.
Yeah,
I mean, didn't Chris do the same thing? He won like all the races one year, or all but one?
All but one year, and
yeah,
Kenner's done that too. So I mean,
yeah. I'd planned on here, but we had motor trouble one night, got tore up another night, and I'm hoping if we get to run down there this year, if everything all plans out, we win them all out there. That's one thing I ain't never done. I've won.
Can't beat it. Reckon.
he ain't gonna wreck nobody. Not that car. You don't want to wreck his car.
I'm saying his competitors. I'm like,
That's what I'm saying. You know what?
they wreck you.
Oh yeah.
What of the tracks that you've been to and raced at and won races at, what is your favorite track of all?
I'm really good at Kingsport. That's probably my best track.
That's an understatement.
Motor Mile, I really like Motor Mile. I feel like Kingsport, you really don't have to like drive. At Motor Mile, you have to drive. You got to be smooth. You got to hit your mark every lap. Kingsport, you can give up some here and there and still win a race. But Motor Mile, you got to be really smooth. So if I had to rank them, it'd probably be Motor Mile, Kingsport. Well, I'd say that Newport, I've ran one race, won one race, and I fell in love with it. It's a little miniature Bristol, 2 degrees less banking than Bristol, and so I'd probably put it tied with second. It's awesome.
Wow.
Did you ever run at Kingsport when it was asphalt?
No.
No. Okay.
No.
Do you notice a difference when you go to running the asphalt opposed to running the concrete?
Oh yeah, the concrete's got way more grip in it.
Oh, does it really?
Oh yeah.
Does it change much with temperature, like from the day to night?
Not really. I mean, if it does, it may tighten up just like a hair, but I don't even adjust for that. What I qualify and practice at is where I leave it all day long.
Well, when you're 3/10 faster in the field.
Yeah. Yeah. So first race is when?
It's next weekend, next Saturday.
Next Saturday.
Yep.
That's at Newport. That's at Newport?
Nope, that's at Kingsport.
Well, it's at Kingsport. Okay. All right.
Now, have you ever thought about doing like Chris is doing now, is renting a ride? Because didn't you built a new car this year or last year, right?
Well, I bought a newer car. I mean, it's all chassis. It's been, I think it's I've had it 2 or 3 years now, but it's the real deal. We've talked about it, but I just, I'd love to get in a late model, but I just don't have funds to do everything right now. It's a little boy, new house, truck payment. Just we've stood around and we just can't come up with for rides are going for right now.
Well, you go ahead and stay in the Mod 4s and go ahead and win all the races this year. And, but I got to make it down there one time when you're racing. I got to come down there one time. So
well, you just
hope
let
I
us
can do that this year.
Hang out with us.
Well, I'd love to, man. I love Kingsport. I went down to Kingsport. I fell in love with the place. It's really cool. It's really cool. And I would love to. I'd love to come down there and watch you race down there. That'd be fun, or wherever you're at.
Right.
I've never been to Newport, so maybe that'd be a good place to go.
That's a wild little place.
Where's Newport at?
Newport, Tennessee.
Okay, so it's further away.
Yeah.
He got my attention when he said it's only 2 degrees.
Western Bristol.
Yeah, I mean that sounds like the.
All right, there's the new driver in the bunch coming along.
Oh yeah.
You got a go kart for him yet?
Oh, he works on them. Heck, I guess it was last year, year before last. He watched me put air in the tire, and I went to the bathroom, come back, and he'd had the air chuck on the tire, and the tire was completely flat.
He said you needed some more stagger.
Yeah.
Is that popsicle good?
Is it good?
I'm not gonna ask you for none.
When's he get a go kart?
We're talking about getting one here pretty soon, and I'm gonna start taking it to the track and getting it dialed in and having.
I think he might beat your records.
It's a good possibility. I plan on starting him at a lot younger age than what I got started at, so it shouldn't be very hard to do.
Now, what does Mama say about him racing?
Oh, she loves it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, when she spit off how many wins he had, I knew she was hooked.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. She'd rather see him on a motorcycle though, racing dirt bikes.
Yeah, probably cheaper.
Yeah.
All right, Kevin, we appreciate you being with us tonight, man. Thank you for coming in at the last minute, and we'll get in touch with you again real soon. Let us know how you're doing at these other races so we know what's going on.
We will.
And if I get a chance, I'm gonna get in touch with you and come down and see you.
That will work. You just let us know.
All right, man. We're gonna do that.
All right, bye.
Yeah.
Hello, I'm Eric Enyart, and you're watching Jack Dodson's Racing Insider News with Scott Allen and Adam Wellbrock.
You know what? That scared me when that came. About time he did something fast. All right. Supposed to have Lynn O'Neill coming on now, but he's not ready yet.
Maybe there's still some festivities going on down there.
Well, there might be because you would not believe how many people were there.
Oh, yeah.
There was a bunch of people there, and all
I'm sure a lot of people want to see the racetrack open.
Cameras.
Oh yeah, they had all the TV people from the Richmond area were there, and Buck was there.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Vaughn was there.
Vaughn was taking pictures, doing video. But it was really cool to hear some of the people talk about. One guy stood up, his daddy was raced there, and that's where he lived his whole life, and all of a sudden it was gone. He said it's great to see it back, and he said he can't wait to have his grandchildren there doing stuff. So a lot of people are into
there's
it.
a lot of names that have come through Southside. I mean, Bucks Harefield, Flying 11. I mean, there's Denny Hamlin. There's a lot. Eddie Johnson. I mean, Eddie Johnson was the man up there.
How about the legend? Chris Dodson.
I mean, the list goes on and on. Great race car drivers that come through there. And some old. I think you probably say Ted Harefield, Bugs' dad. I mean, I don't, and I'm not that.
And I think Lenny Pond.
Probably so.
Came through there too.
I mean, it could go on and on and on. I mean, Richmond has kind of a history with racing with Sabacus and Townsend race cars all come through. There's a lot of back in the day, Junie Donlevy's shop was up in Richmond. There was a lot of cup cars that were built
in Richmond. Yep.
To Sabacus' shop. Sabacus was the guy there for one time. So yeah, the Southside is just as important as Langley Speedway, right? It's got a rich history. I don't know when it started. I don't know if it's got 75 years as much as Langley, but it's probably closer to the 50 side.
They've been closed for what, 20 some years, they said.
Has it been that long?
It's been 20 some years since it's been.
Wow. Well, how long was Denny? Because they raced there a couple times, and we seen fought one the Denny Hamlin Showdown there. It was actually the second one. It was the first official one.
Well, they said 20. I know that's what they were talking about today.
Well, didn't he?
Early 2000s, maybe.
And Lynn is all excited.
So, all right, well, let's get Hunter on here so we can talk trash about him.
Let's talk trash about Hunter because
Hey, I'm Kevin Cantor, 8-time Kingsport Speedway track champion, 2-time Motor Mile Speedway track champion, and 2-time LPR Speedway track champion. And you are watching Jack Dodson'S Racing Insider News with Scott Allen and Adam Wilbrook.
How about that for timing?
yeah.
What's up, man? How you doing?
And there's our buddy Hunter Thomas.
Have you seen
Going.
Have you seen another half-ass run show like this one before?
I think y'all are doing a good job.
You ain't gonna find nobody have more fun than we do. I can tell you that now.
Hey, y'all have more sponsors than I do, so.
Yeah, we could just get them to pay. That'd be the thing.
So, yeah, that'd be good.
So, Hunter, we see you all the time, and we've got to be kind of buddies running into each other in the media center. Tell people a little bit about Hunter Thomas and what you do.
Yeah, so I was born and raised in Darlington, South Carolina, and that's still where I am today. I loved racing from the moment I ever saw Darlington Raceway. I think I've attended every race at Darlington Raceway except for maybe one, which happened to be the photo finish in 2003 since 1997. So that's my home track. Started off doing some public relations for Dillon Motor Speedway. And from there, Ron Barfield introduced me to some people, and I met the Allison family, and they helped me out in the sport too. So I've been in the grassroots, for about 15 years now. And then we started thefourthturn.com, which is a daily news site for grassroots racing and NASCAR and NHRA and everything in between. We started that in 2012. So we're still trucking along with it. Some years we have a lot of people taking photos for us and writing stories. So we just love promoting the sport and promoting the people that put on the sport.
So how many people do you have there at Fourth Turn that help you?
Yeah, so right now it's me, and there's a new writer I just got. He's a student at Francis Marion University. But other than that, we have Chris Neal, who owns the website and keeps the back end up. And then we have a few photographers that travel too. So last year, I think we covered just over 40% of the NASCAR Cup Series schedule in person. And we're looking to do the same this year. I go to about 10 a year or somewhere around there. I go to most of the Southeast races.
That's cool. But you were at Florence for the icebreaker this year, weren't you?
I was, yep.
And yet you didn't even look me up because I was there too.
I didn't see you. I saw you posting whenever I got home, but I never saw you. But I was over there in turn 2 taking pictures, so I was kind of away from anyone.
How could you not see him as big as he is?
But that was a fun race, first one of the year.
I ain't gonna say nothing, Hunter. You were over there working hard and taking pictures and stuff. I was up in the press box. I was in the press box, and we had recliners up there to watch the race in.
Yeah, there's nice leather recliner, air condition, or heater.
Oh, he's done a lot of work on that place, and I'm gonna tell you what, it's a good track to go to. I like it. It's a lot of fun.
Absolutely, it's always fun to. I either kick the season off at Dillon Motor Speedway or at Florence Motor Speedway. I wasn't able to do it at Dillon this year, but it's always good. I'm glad that the racing season's back. I was down at Atlanta Motor Speedway for the NASCAR weekend. That's always really fun too. My next one will be the Martinsville NASCAR weekend coming up here at the end of the month.
Yeah, well, hopefully we'll be there too. So
Yeah.
Well, we won't have a spot like he will.
Well, that's true.
You never know till you get there.
Well, you're right about that. So when are we going to get you here to Langley Speedway?
I'd love to. I don't know. Y'all tell me a good day to go.
Man, I mean, you got the Cars Tour and Hampton Heat, man. Those are the top of the list to come see.
Have to do that. I've never been to Langley. I've never been to Dominion either, but I've been to South Boston. So I need to get up that way.
Yeah, you need to come to Langley during the Hampton Heat because that is a fun race, and a lot of things.
There's supposed to be some big names might be coming.
Yeah, I understand.
You know, he was here last year, but he's thinking about coming back again this year. So
Yeah.
And the word is he's looking to do it. So it'd be cool to have you come down here and be a part of it.
Absolutely. I know.
So I know you do the fourth turn stuff and everything, but what else do you do? You said something about you were doing something for the city, and I mean you must stay busy all the time.
I do, because we had to reschedule our appearance like 2 or 3 times. I'm working community affairs director for the city of Darlington, so Tuesday nights is our city council nights, and so I'm busy with that on many Tuesdays, and then they have workshops as well. So yeah, so during the middle of the day, I take pictures and videos of the city and go on TV and talk about the city and keep the social media up and talk to the community and everything. I do a whole lot, and it's a lot of fun, man. I love serving my hometown, especially this time of year with NASCAR coming up. I actually get paid tomorrow to go hang out with Ross Chastain at Darlington Raceway. So, there are a lot of really good perks come race season.
He's a pretty good character too, so that's got to be fun.
Yeah.
How did you get into racing? How did that start for you?
Yeah, I don't. It's kind of hard to say. I know my good friend Tyler Goodson. He actually just passed away in January unexpectedly. He introduced me to it, I think, when we were about 5 years old. But my father took me to the races too at Darlington Raceway. So it was a combination of those two that really got me into it. I was born with some heart problems, so I couldn't play football or a lot of stick and ball sports. But I could drive a car, and I looked up to those guys who were racing on Saturdays and Sundays.
Mm-hmm. I forgot about your heart condition. I remember now that you had lost some weight there. You're big on your exercise. If you could just get me and Jack to walk with you, we probably could lose some weight too, Jack.
Yeah,
really. I walk about 5 miles a race, 3 to 5 miles a race, sometimes 7, but yeah.
Jeez, okay. Now, I had heart problems too, so I mean, but I don't walk like that.
That's what he says. Heart problems. I can't walk like that.
You gotta keep a Gatorade with you or some BioLite or something.
Now I've started doing a lot of the water stuff and everything, so that's but I still slip off and get a Pepsi every now and then when I ain't looking. So, no, this is the real stuff. I don't drink none of that fake shit. I mean, stuff.
I know sometimes that's the worst part of when we go to the cup race, right? Because all the damn soda's free, and it's so easy to go get a drink. I know, and it's like they just keep stocking, especially when you go to Charlotte. They keep stocking that damn Coke, right? It's just we should be drinking water every once in a while. I'll grab a water, but it's usually unlikely.
When there's options, man, you always go the other way.
Yeah.
Who is Chicken Bone Alley, Connor?
Yeah, so he's based out of Florence. He's near Francis Marion University. I see him a lot at Florence Motor Speedway and some of the other short tracks.
So you're his hero, he said.
I guess so. Hope so. Hope I'm everyone's hero.
When you go around like in the media center or whatever, who is somebody you look up to that's in there doing their job? Who do you look up to and try to maybe not emulate what they're doing, but whatever? Who is it that you look up to?
Yeah, so Bob Pockrass is someone I've always looked up to. He was very kind to me too when I came into the sport, but man, I think he's one of the best by far in the media center. He's there before everyone else and leaves after everyone's already gone. But I'll tell you, I really like to see some of us who have started off on the grassroots level and have really made it in the sport. Matt Weaver is one that he and I, kind of started around the same time, and he's really gone far in the sport. Kelly Crandall has gone really far in the sport. So It's interesting because we all started off kind of at the same point, and now a couple of them have really made a name for themselves, and they're going to be the future of the sport because they're certainly the present of the sport right now.
Well, I can say one thing. I'm proud of myself because 2 times at Richmond, I beat Pockris to the media center. Yeah. Because when he came in, he gave me a dirty look like, you ain't supposed to be in here yet.
Yeah. Yeah. Usually there ain't but 1 or 2 people in there first thing. But Bobby's most of the time, if he ain't there, he'll be there any minute.
Yeah. Go ahead.
No, everyone's been very kind to me throughout the years in the media center. It's really, it's a family, but it's a competitive family. And when you're new coming in the sport, everyone watches you very closely because they want to know what your potential is. But I'm very thankful for the NASCAR family. I'm living the dream, and it's something that even now, after 15 years of doing it, you cherish every race because you don't know when the last one will be.
That's why nobody talks to us, Jack.
I know.
They think we're competitive.
They see us hanging around with somebody like Al Pierce, and then they think oh God, they're with Pierce.
Have you met anybody as Andre as Al Pierce in the media center? You don't have to answer.
You know who we're talking about, right?
I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
Okay. Has he ever taken you out to eat? That's the next thing.
No. You got to take care of it.
All of us in the media center used to go out to eat a lot, but since COVID, it's like that's kind of been broken up a little bit. I don't know. I think this covering the sport has changed a lot too. It used to be you could write a few stories and you're done, but now you have video and you have to, edit video, and then you have to do the stories, and it's almost like a nonstop production full time during race weeks.
Yeah, and I when you talk about that, go back to Bob Pockris. Like, I don't know how the hell he does it. He is everywhere and has got everything. And sometimes, we're in the media center, and I look up and, oh, Bob said this is going on. You don't even know.
I want to know something. I go to his Twitter or his X handle for sure.
Yeah, I do that too. I do that a lot too.
No doubt.
So
he even told me something that Cody McKenzie, I don't know if you know him, but he grew up racing at Dillon Motor Speedway, and he's now a crew chief for Jordan Anderson Racing in the Xfinity Series. Last week. I learned because of Bob, and I know the guy.
Well, I don't know. Last time when our current president came to Charlotte, Hunter was like, I'm going to go get a picture of him. So I'm walking around, and I'm like, I go back. I think I got on Hunter here. I'm like, you should have went over here. And he's like, I got him over here by the car. I knew he was going to be at the front of pit road. I'm like, damn it, I should have hung around with him.
Well, see, here's the funny thing about that. So President Trump had a selected media members that had better access, and I didn't know this. So I was like, okay, well, he's going to stand looking at the crowd. So I got on the grass and infield, and somehow I got stuck in that pool, that really special pool. And, I'll tell you what, I was having fun, and then a Secret Service guy came up to me and told me to stop moving, and I promise you stopped moving then. and I don't know who was in front of me, but that guy was watching every single button that I push on the camera, and I made sure not to hit another button other than the one to take the picture.
I would love to see the look on your face. Yeah, I wouldn't have moved either.
Don't move. That would have been all she wrote, right?
Yeah, I'm out.
I really don't need to take these pictures.
I already got what I need. I'll see y'all later.
How do you determine what race you're going to? How do you determine that?
How do I determine what?
What races you go to, or what races you're covering?
Whatever I can afford. I don't make any money doing this. Usually I go to the same cup races every year. I used to go to more grassroots races, but I'm really tired. I used to do like 50-something races a year, but I'm way down from that now. So I just go when I can. But also, with this job, I'm a year in with the city of Darlington. I worked, 66 events last year, just between April and December. So I'm very busy on the weekends as well.
Does that cut into covering the NASCAR stuff?
It can, for sure. I have to drive back sooner, but so far, nothing's happened on a race weekend I've had to miss. So I'm thankful for that. But good thing is I set the schedule for events, so I'll watch out too.
Yeah, I'm not going to be back from Richmond till 6 o'clock. So we'll start this one at 8.
That's pretty cool to be able to do that. So what you want to do, just
But we're in the same boat, right? We do this because we love doing it and we enjoy it, and we have a lot of fun with it. While everybody else is working in the media center, we're the ones that are kind of goofing off and laughing. We're networking. Because you don't want me to write anything. You want to read it.
You're not supposed to be telling that out.
Look, we get to the racetrack, Hunter's sitting in there, and they escort us out. I'm cussing Hunter out.
I can see him now. Hey, he admitted he ain't doing it.
They don't do shit.
Well,
we had a good run.
Well, Hunter, we appreciate your time tonight, man. Thank you for being with us.
We'll see you at Martinsville.
We'll see you around and
escort us out. We'll be waiting outside for you.
I'll get the Secret Service to come get y'all.
There you go.
You don't have to. Huh?
You need to give me one of those T-shirts that you gave that other guy.
Oh,
what other guy?
It was on just before me.
Kevin got a.
Oh, Kevin. Oh, okay, Kevin. Now we can make that happen.
Yeah, we got some new shirts.
We got some new stuff coming. So we got
an official apparel company.
See, we're big stuff now. We got our own official apparel company and
logo.
We can get drunk when we want to because we got a distillery. Stuff like that. We got all that stuff.
We got all the food, just the same shit as at the media center. Everything that you need.
But yeah, we can make that happen. So I'll try to remember when we get to Martinsville to get you one.
I'll wear an extra large.
You got it, man. I'll get you one. No problem. All right, Hunter, we appreciate it. We'll talk to you again soon, okay?
Yeah, appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, man. We'll see you at Martinsville.
Absolutely.
All right, buddy.
All right, I just sent Lynn a message, and he said he's kind of tied up right this minute.
They're still partying, man.
So
the after party probably just started.
He might get transferred to next Tuesday.
That's okay.
Yeah, good possibility. Rick Paust.
He probably been up since God knows when.
New shirt design looks great. That's just a partial. We don't even know what the shirt. That's the logo. We don't know what the shirt's going to look like yet.
Yeah, that's true. But I did take one of the logos and put it on the.
I've seen it somewhere.
So
on the page or something.
But and Rick Paust, that's one of my heroes right there, Rick Paust. I did everything I could do to try to get Rick on TV3 as a hometown hero, and I still haven't heard anything back yet.
He is a hometown hero.
But just let you know, Rick, you're my hero, and we appreciate everything you do for this country, and thank you for letting us do what we do, which is not much, but we.
Eddie says shots and shirts.
Absolutely.
What's he talking about? Shots and shirts.
The shots.
Well, I'm going to put that in my car. If he's going to bring the barbecue next week, I will have that stuff here tomorrow. I mean, I'll have it here next week.
He's going to overnight it himself.
Tomorrow. I'll have it here next week. So, all right, looks like
put it in the freezer, get it nice and cold.
Looks like Fast Eddie is going to have to get on the stick. All right, Lynn says I'm stuck at the moment. I'll be free in about 15 minutes. So we'll have to hang on for him for just a few more minutes.
We
We'll
got 10 more minutes.
we'll interview Adam now.
All right. What
Have
you
you
got?
moved yet?
Just moved into my place. Check. Got internet today, so I'm straight, man.
Girls,
Bring the girls open. Let's go. The ABC store is around the corner. We're gonna have a good time. We can do the show from there.
Oh,
you got furniture yet?
Yeah. Well, I'm waiting on bar stools for the kitchen counter, but other than that, we got a couch. We got internet.
Adulting there.
We need some barbecue and some shots, man.
yeah.
Do it. Hey, who's gonna come to Langley this weekend? Who's coming?
Oh, I mean, I'm sure the normal members.
This place is gonna be packed, man.
I'm drawing blanks on names all of a sudden. I just see Brandy Marshall laughing.
Richard Ellis.
Richard.
A few of those other guys.
Jimmy runs the limited, the limited.
Jimmy Atkins?
No.
What was the limit?
Why am I drawing a blank?
Anyway, if you ain't got the tickets yet,
Brandy
grab your
said,
tickets.
You guys have turned Adam into Scott.
Brandy, it's inevitable.
Oh, Eddie said, "Are you even old enough to have shots?"
Yeah. I'll be
Yesterday.
I'll be 27 in June.
Wow.
Time is flying, man. This is good. This will be my 6th season at Langley. This is year 6 for me.
Well, so he's old enough and whatever.
No.
You know, we don't see Brandy Marshall anymore. I mean, is she scared to come around us?
Is the door locked?
Yeah.
I was gonna say she stole a bunch of last time she was here.
I'll still never forget. She grabbed that drink. The look on Jack's face was priceless.
We need to find that video.
I
was crying.
That was not really that funny because I swear when they come through that door, I knew who Crystal was.
Yeah. Well, you could see her face.
Yeah. But when they only come through, I thought that's got to be Sparky. and then she come over here and took my drink.
I agree, Randy Akers. Jack, you could win driver of the bag race, and he can navigate.
Randy,
Scott has been pushing for this the last 2 years, I think.
Yes,
he might do it with
They
Randy.
might do it together.
No, I'm not doing it with Randy either. That is not going to happen. You can say what you want to about me, but I'd be a little scared to get hit, put a bag over my head and let one of y'all guys drive me around here.
No, he's saying, oh, yeah, that's right. You would get the bag.
Yeah. Or Brandy can navigate.
Anyway. Oh, yeah. She says, or me navigate. Could you imagine that?
Could you imagine anybody getting a car with that?
You know who I bet would be really good at it is her son. Give him a bag, let him drive. He could probably do it with his eyes closed.
Well, I think what they do in the bag races, you don't have full throttle of the car, so it's kind of like an idle, and you put it in gear, and the gas pedal's not hooked up, if I'm not mistaken.
Huh.
So you have to idle the car up a little bit.
Wait a minute, run that by me again.
So you don't have gas and brake. I think they unhook the gas pedal, and you only have like whatever idle is or something like that, and that's how you go around the racetrack, if I'm not mistaken.
They limit the power, so you can.
Oh, okay.
Huh. So you wouldn't have to worry about hitting the wall so hard, Jack.
Y'all could do the backwards race.
The backwards race?
So you drive backwards. Throw it in reverse, you gotta go around the track.
Oh.
You do by yourself, you don't gotta ride with him.
No. Nah. I'd love to come out here and watch it. And if I get a chance Saturday, I'm going to come to watch it.
Yeah. 1 o'clock.
But other than that, I ain't really sure I want to. It ain't no way in hell anybody's going to put a bag over my head and put me in a car with Scott Allen.
Hey, Rick's got a good idea. He's like, shoot, hammer down and Ross Chastain that thing, just ride the wall. I mean, that's actually a pretty good idea.
Well,
but I don't think there's no rule to hitting the wall.
There's no rule this weekend.
And I mean, it's crazy how popular the wacky, or not the wacky, but the day of destruction is. I mean, I've been in here once or twice for it, and it
This
is
place sells out.
Do you imagine that now other tracks are beginning to pick this up?
Yeah, Cletus and his gang just had one last week. They had something similar at that place in Florida. I know I saw online, but yeah, man, spring and fall they sell out almost every time. There's a night of destruction this year.
Oh, is it?
In the middle of June, we're doing a night. I think it's the 28th. We're doing the night of destruction, the first one ever. That's on the schedule for this year.
That's a Saturday night? Or
Yeah.
Friday?
I don't think it's gonna be on Flow, but we're gonna do it.
Well, that'd be
I
cool.
think it might be in the June. It's in the middle of summer, June, July, somewhere.
So is this race this day of destruction on Flow?
No.
No.
I don't know if it's going to be on Facebook either, so you might want to grab your tickets.
Oh, Crawford says no, they have full throttle because drive-by-wire. No,
He's talking about the connection.
Yeah.
Fly-by-wire, yeah.
No, they have full throttle because fly-by-wire, drive-by-wire.
Ain't no way in hell. No.
That's part of the strategy, man. How fast do you go? Sometimes fast doesn't always win.
Do they? I didn't see last time I was here. Do they do the chain race where they chain two cars together?
Yep.
I know back in the day they used to do 3 cars.
They only do 2 now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's dangerous.
The 3.
3 is crazy.
The 3. The one in the back had the brakes. The one in the front had gas, and the one guy in the middle just rode.
That's all you can
There's
do.
no gas. No brake.
They did it one time at Southampton.
Yeah, that back car gets going.
They did it at Southampton. They had the 3 cars out there. And I'm sitting in the stands right beside AJ Rudd and his whole family. And Jason was going for the championship in late models at Southampton. They get out there and get going. And this one car slides around, and next thing you know, it's rolling.
Oh, no.
And the guy gets out of it. It's Jason Rudd. His daddy got up and grabbed him by the neck when he come up by the stands, grabbed him by the neck and told him, if you ever get in that car again, we're going to have a problem. So he didn't get in there no more. He didn't do it anymore.
Powell said, Jack, you navigate, and he'll give you firsthand experience of the Chastain wall ride.
You know, I would possibly do it with Rick.
Oh.
I may possibly do that with Rick. I would do it. None of you guys I ain't doing it with. But with Rick, I might do that because, I have a little faith and trust in Rick that he's not
the one talking about doing the Ross Chastain.
Well, you can't go but so far out the fence when you're riding the fence.
It don't hurt that hard when you hit it, though. You're already on it. You're up against it. Yeah.
So that, that'd be cool. I might do it with Rick because I trust Rick. Rick's my hero, even though he cheats sometimes when he's racing. Don't say that out when you're doing
I don't know nothing. I don't do tech. I don't do inspections.
He's not building a motor in this car.
Well, that's a damn good thing. He'll have too much motor out here. We might go out.
But it's on its side.
But it's on your side.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you'll be the first one to hit the wall.
Nah, you done talked me out of that one too.
We had him for a second.
You done talked me out of that. You had me in for a minute, but no, I don't want to be on the side where the wall is.
It might start getting hot. Yeah. I don't know how many laps. Is it just 1 lap or 2 laps or something?
The bag race?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 1 lap.
1 lap.
Oh hell, it was one lap.
Or maybe it's no. I think it's 1 lap. Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Or maybe it's 3. One of the races is 3 laps. I think the flagpole race is 5.
The flagpole race is insane.
The appliance race is 5. I think the bag race is just 1. The backwards lap and the bag race are both 1 lap.
Rick said his motor blew up, but your mouth is holding strong.
Now look, I was saying all kinds of nice things about you, Val. I mean,
that was pretty good.
I admire the man, But yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure about making more than 1 lap out there.
So you could do 1 lap.
No, I would like to. I would. what is it? The appliance race. I'd like to try that sometime.
But now correct me if I'm wrong, right? The appliances have to stay on the car. It doesn't matter who finishes first. The first person to finish this with all the appliances or the most appliances.
You have to have all of them on the car.
So you need somebody that's good at time with string.
So the reverse race is 3 laps. Bag race is just 1. Flagpole is 5. Chain race is 5. And then the appliance race is 5 because it's 5 appliances. Technically 6. 6 laps.
I still ain't sure about that chain.
The second place race. You guys could do that. The guy that finishes second wins the race.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is that lady come down to the end?
First place gets nothing. Second place guy wins the race. The trophy says second place on it.
That's funny.
You can do that.
You ever thought about doing it?
Come on down. It's not that's working.
I gotta work.
He can't take the day off.
Yeah, I can't.
Oh, I can figure it out.
You got a car?
No, we could come up with.
We can come up with a car. We'll think.
Go tell Chuck. He ain't working this week.
I'll sit one out.
He's gonna drive.
We don't know what.
Man,
So who's gonna be helping you up here?
I don't know. It might be Buck. Maybe it's Atlee. I haven't heard anything yet. So I'll have to wait and see.
So Brian's off the weekend.
Brian's got the weekend off.
You're
So
tag team then this weekend.
I might be on pit road. I don't know. Somebody's gonna have to fill in for Brian. We're gonna have a good time, man. So we'll see.
Yeah. What time's the gates open?
11? Maybe 10?
Yeah. It is a pretty
10
cool
a.m.
event.
Gates open at 10. Racing starts at 1.
So there's 3 day instructions.
Andre Greer, you need to. That's not even funny.
No, but they have a parallel park event.
Oh,
Our job is to literally start and park. You don't know about this?
he invented it.
It's called the parallel park race or something.
I had not heard about this.
It's a 5-lap race, and on the final lap, you have to parallel park it in front of 2 cones, or I guess they're just other cars.
Jack, that's you.
It's start and park, man. That's the whole idea.
We've already talked about this starting and parking stuff. Y'all keep throwing in my face. Andre Greer.
Thanks, Greer.
I thought Greer was a friend of mine.
Rick said Greer for the win. Ron Strickland said in-car interview.
No.
Oh, yeah. Let me hold the microphone and race. That'd be fun. Good Lord.
Well, I think they ought to put you in the car and you do the thing from inside the
So
car.
I'll navigate and broadcast at the same time.
That would be
Who's going to drive? Rick? Let's do it. That would be something else.
Yeah, that would be pretty funny.
You know, this is start and park thing that's been haunting me for a couple of years now.
A couple?
Well, ever since I met you.
Ever since he did.
Ever since he admitted it.
I have learned to keep my mouth shut around Scott. Don't tell him things.
He's gonna be with check.
Rojo.
Sorry, Joe jumped. He jumped on that deal, didn't he?
He got his feathers a little ruffled.
Yeah, we've
just got your name all over it, Jack. We gotta figure out how we can make that name that Jack Dodson Start and Park event.
If I hear that come out your mouth,
Got it.
But
I'll text you to remind you.
If I hear it come out your mouth, next time you show up at the track, it's gonna be kind of lonely.
And you gotta do it.
Well, the good news is, if you're not here, you won't know about it. Because I don't think it's being streamed. I'll have to film a video.
I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna push the point and get down here Saturday.
There you go, man. Come on out. Let's have a good time. Oh goodness, that would be perfect.
Adam, you can outrun that old man. Yeah, he can outrun me. You're right. You're exactly right. He can outrun me, Mason. But I tell you what, he got to stop sometime. I'll get over to his apartment. I'll find out where it's at.
Brandy says Adam put a bag over his head, and he's on the air at the same time.
That would be,
It would be pretty
that would
funny.
be awesome. I don't know how Bill and Chuck would like it. But that would be awesome.
I'm just,
Oh, Mason, they must be over there working on a car. He said we need to be quiet. He can hear us over on Research Drive.
Car must not be running.
Edward Motorsports.
3 car stable now this year.
Yeah.
3.
Well, 2.5. Greg's gonna run part time.
Well, I know he wasn't gonna run all season.
Greg's running all the time. I think he wants to run some other tracks and stuff. Well, there you go. 3 cars. Yeah, I think he's gonna run the heat this year. Check.
Heard they got.
We all know Scott would win the backward race.
Oh, you have to drive in reverse, Andre.
Yeah, we do know that.
You can't just go the opposite way.
Make sure you give him a car.
That was a good one, Gary. I wasn't expecting that one.
All right, we're still we're hanging on for a few more minutes to wait on Lynn. He's tied up. He made the big announcement at Southside Speedway today, and I know they're probably still up there having a good time with that because, man, they had a bunch of people there. I mean, it was a huge crowd there.
Yeah,
and one guy who was an official there at one time, he took a picture of his truck by one of the buildings down there, and he sent it out and said, "Hey, I got my old parking spot back today."
When's their first race?
Well,
who here has ran at Southside, has been to Southside, raced at Southside? I'm curious.
I've been to Southside, never raced at Southside.
We ran there one time. I mean, it's a tiny place. It's small.
But the plan is, Adam, that they're going to they may not race this year. If they do race, it'll be way towards the end of the year.
Oh, they did say that was even a possibility.
Well, I said anything's a possibility if it comes along like they want it to. But he said that it looks like it'll be 26 before they get started.
Shoot, it's only an hour and a half from here. I thought it was further than that.
No, Southside's not.
Well, it ain't that bad up there, Southside.
It's an easy trip.
And I heard them mention today that they're gonna they're putting in they're gonna hopefully get a motel put in across the street. So
Mason must not be very busy.
Have you ever started and parked the South Side, Jack? Or you ever parked the South Side?
You know,
What? Oh, he had to because he said he's been there.
Didn't race there. Went to a race there.
Did
not race there. You know, I used to like some of these people. I really did. But Andre Greer and Mason are getting on my damn nerves.
I know, it used to be Mason was the grammar police.
Yeah. Now that I clean my grammar, now his ass gonna get me on something else.
I know that little boy don't look just like him. I don't know.
Yeah, that's.
I can't believe it's been 20 years for Southside though, but I guess I didn't think it'd been that long. I'm trying to remember. I mean, I know they did the Denny Hamlin race, the second Denny Hamlin race. Well, they raced there before. Denny came back and run, but it wasn't like an official showdown race. The second one was, and I think that was the one that C. Falk won when he I think he moved Denny out of the way, if I'm mistaken. Which, I mean, I think that was probably one of the better short track showdowns for the Denny Hamlin Foundation.
Yeah.
Before that was probably the Denny Hamlin Foundation, because you had a lot of those guys that came in and ran a bunch of the late model guy stuff, right? You had Denny, I don't know whose car he ran. He might even still had a car at that time. But, you know, I mean, a lot of guys, Tony Stewart, Kevin Harvick, all these guys ran, you know, all these other guys, late models, you know, and some of them were good, some of them were as good. But, a few of them had their own stuff and brung it up.
But a lot of them drove everybody else's stuff up there.
I think Kyle Busch brung one of his late models because I think he had his late model team at that time, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, that was a pretty interesting.
Although, didn't Denny and Kyle Busch go back and forth on social media, and Kyle said he let him win Langley.
Yeah.
Last time I let you win your own event, which I wouldn't doubt it because Kyle looked like he just kind of rode behind me.
Yeah, probably did. He probably did. But you remember in the arena racing when they started arena racing, some of those guys came in to race.
A lot of the late model guys came in to help get that going, right?
Down at Charlotte, they did a exhibition race down at Charlotte with the arena cars, and I went to that race down there. Me and my son went down there to it, and Travis Miller and Derek Miller and all them were there. Matt Midget was down there, and then you had Denny Hamlin, Tony Stewart, JJ Yaley. Yeah, was Kyle the other one?
Kyle, I don't think so. I don't think Kyle was there yet.
It was 4 of them. But anyway,
I know JJ was one. Kyle could have been, but I don't think he was there yet.
Matt Midget was kind of roughing up Tony Stewart during the race. He'd run up there and bang into him and push him around a little bit. Finally, Tony let him get in front of him.
Oh,
he dumped his ass right there. And they went over and interviewed Tony. Tony, what happened? That dude ain't going back to wherever he came from until he outrun me. That ain't.
What's up, Shane Laws? Sorry to hear the news, but I understand you want to spend some more time with the family, and I think we can appreciate that.
And now Shane can invite me down to Myrtle Beach to his place down there.
Myrtle Beach or a cruise? I was just looking at it, man. You've been on a cruise.
The cruise I'm going to do anyway. I can go down there and hang out with Shane Laws down at Myrtle Beach.
Sounds like a good time to be.
Mason says Matt Midget still holds a grudge against Tony from that night.
that was kind of funny when that happened. He got out of the car and point blank said it. So
Shane, did you ever run Southside, or did y'all ever go up there and run? I know Shane since he was the tire guy. He used to work on the Edwards crew, and he was a crew member there.
So he was a past Mason Dunn.
So
I don't know about that. I don't know if I put that on Shane.
Mason is a future race director? Is that what you're saying? Oh, Lord.
Wouldn't it be something? Mason Dunn as a race director?
Oh, man.
No, I can't even imagine that.
I just come up here for the fun because I know it'd be something.
Put a camera in that room.
Now, they have the circus here once a year. That's exactly what it would be. Is the circus coming back?
I don't know. It's not going to be on the schedule. That's a Chuck question. But
it is pretty interesting to watch them put that damn thing up.
Yeah,
I never went to it, but
we saw it getting put up one night. Yeah,
and it was pretty neat to watch them put it up and watch all the guys run around and fall off the 4-wheeler, dragging each other around trying to put it together.
Standing up way up on the freaking.
Mason says he runs a tight ship.
Yeah,
good. Somebody have to.
Hey, he is the premier tire guy. Langley Speedway.
Who, Mason?
Yeah, he's a professional. He's
Shane
paid
said,
to do.
yeah, he did go. He went to Southside
With Greg a lot. Oh, Greg Dietz. Oh, man, you talking about Greg Dietz.
Yeah, well,
Greg Dietz. Is he still around?
I haven't heard from him in God knows when. Now, Andre Greer says, Scott, you still have those special impact guns y'all used to win the crew contest? Now, Andre, why would you even bring that up again? It happened. You hear it every week almost that he was in the crew contest.
Hey, I can't help. I am the reigning champ. They just haven't had.
You wasn't by yourself. It was a team sport.
It was. It was fun.
Okay.
It was. And I will say we did have one of the Busch Grand National guns that guys used to use.
The circus was in my way for my double coleslaw delivery.
They They just wanted some, Eddie.
And we did have one of the light jacks back in the day. We were one of the first few that had them here. So, but we weren't the fastest, believe it or not. But we didn't have any penalties, because if you had one penalty, it ruined you. I think we did. No, I take that back. I think when we won, we had, can't remember, because it was 3 rounds.
My son did the Hooters Pro Cup Pit Crew Challenge. They did it. Lakeland, Florida. They did it in Lakeland, Florida. We were all down there for it, and they didn't do so well with Matt Miller's car. They went, or it was Derek's, but they went and they didn't do so well. Alan Perkheiser, who was a race, one of the other guys, didn't have anybody he was missing a couple guys for his car. He went over and got Scott, your friend Scott Perlman, and my son to do the front tires on that car, and they won. They won it. But that was.
And then I think the first couple times, I think some of us, we tried to leave like 2 of the 5 lug nuts loose, but then I think the second round they went around the cars with a
Torque wrench.
Oh no! They're like, oh, yep, not you. Damn crap.
Well, anyway, Lynn evidently is tied up, man. He's not going to be able to make it.
Hopefully we can reschedule him for next
week. I'm going to try to get him. I'm going to talk to him. I mean, I know today's the day they made the announcement up there, and I'm sure there's a lot going on.
Oh, I'm sure.
And I'm sure they had to go to the county, the county commissioners and stuff. I think they all had to go over there. But we'll get him back. We'll get him on the show hopefully next week. If I can reschedule him on the show next week.
And we'll talk about Southside, not where I wrecked you on arena racing.
Well, I'm sure that'll come up.
We'll let him bring it up.
But the cool thing is we're going to have Brandon Willard here next week. Now, do you know who Brandon Willard is?
The name rings a bell.
Brandon Willard is the guy who stands on the
he's
flag
a professional
stand. He's the flag man that does all this stuff with the cars tour.
Yeah, the cars tour guy. Yeah.
So we can get Shane or
Shane
Stickman.
We ought to get Shane Snyder come in here and see if he can teach well, he won't be here, but
if he could teach Shane how to do something.
Yeah. Next time they come here, maybe he can teach Shane how to do all that. Shane be the first one to shoot that flag clean across the track.
Oh man. So Greg Dietz helped me with my first year as a crew chief with Tony Steele. Tony Steele, that's another one. We qualified 19th out of 120 cars. Yeah. Old Greg Dietz was a smart guy, and he was quite a character. And if he liked you, he'd help you. And if he didn't like you, he'd help you
get out of it.
And Greg too would, if he thought you were going to do well, he'd build you a good grand stock. If he think you did okay, he'd build you an okay grand stock.
All right.
Anyway, we'll get Lynn. We'll try to get Lynn set up for next week. We'll try, and we'll have Willard with us next week. And I got one more coming, so we'll talk about that and have them here next week too.
All right, guys. We'll see you guys next week.
See you next week.